Hi, this is River Lady, and I'm going to show you how to fix a leaky faucet. Now, I have a two-handled faucet. I don't know the manufacturer, so that would have been easy to go online to the manufacturer's website, but when you don't know the manufacturer, you have to punt. So I did go online, and I found a video from Lowe's Home Improvement Center where they explained how to get the handle off and what to do. So I followed that. First thing you do is you go under your sink, turn the water off, and then you open your faucets to get rid of any residual water. Always close your drain, so in case any screw or anything falls down there, you're not now trying to get into the drain from under the sink. So I closed the bottom of the sink. And what I did next was I took my Allen wrench, and I figured out the size, and I went in and I removed the handle. Now, every woman should have a set of Allen wrenches in her toolbox or in her kitchen sink or somewhere. These are worth their weight in gold. So I went in and removed the little screw, and you see I left it there on the wrench so I don't lose it, and I removed the handle. Once the handle was off, I had to go in and with my adjustable wrench, I removed this, I'm going to call it a nut, very large nut, and voila, that was this little cartridge. It revealed this little cartridge which popped right out. Now, according to the video I watched, this is what needed to be replaced. So I brought this cartridge to my local hardware store, and Chuck in Plumbing explained that this is $30 first off. And he said, this will not do the trick. You will still have the leak. What I need to get, he said, is this package of little gaskets and springs for $2. And he explained how to replace it, and I've got my little notes that I wrote down while he was explaining it. So this is what I'm going to do now, and we're going to see if I fix the leak. So the first thing I have to do is I have to go in and remove the old gasket and spring. I've got my needle nose pliers. If you don't have these, a pair of tweezers would work nicely. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and reach in and get that old gasket out of there and the old spring. We'll put those out of the way. And Chuck said to assemble the gasket and spring first before putting them in. And my notes say that the big end of the spring is going to go in, and the gasket is going to sit on the little end of the spring. Now, he didn't say anything about the gasket, how to do it, but I'm assuming that the little less open end is going to be on top. See how that's a little more closed? That end is a little more open. So I'm assuming that that's just going to fit on there nicely. And he said to assemble it before I put it in. Let me try flipping it over. Yep, see, it won't go on. So we're going to do that. Put that on. Now I'm going to use my needle nose and slip that down in there. Now there's an opening in there. Can you get that opening in there, my cameraman? There's an opening in there, and we're going to slip this right in. Now, unfortunately, because there's water in there, the gasket floated off, so I'm going to just use my finger, and it just popped right down into place, so that's nice, and it's in there nice and tight. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed and hope that that works. All right, so now we're going to put the cartridge back on, and I've taken it off, and I've remembered how I take it off. It's always a good idea to remember how you take it off, because that will determine how your handle works. There is a little piece that slips in and out. Make sure you remember where that little white piece goes, because again, that is going to dictate how your faucet handle works. That's not broken. It's supposed to be like that. I thought it was broken when I first took it off. So we're going to slide this right into place, and it fits right into its little grooves on the side. And then I'm going to take my nut, and I'm going to first hand screw it on. And then I'm going to take my wrench and I'm going to tighten it into place. Chuck said don't over tighten, but make sure it's tight. Okay, I guess if you're a plumber you know what that means, but I'll stop there. I'm going to put my handle back on. Okay, good. And now I'm going to screw put the screw back in. I really think I've done this wrong. I think I've put this on wrong, but let's give it a shot. I just want to make sure. Oh, well, that's not working. So let me take it out. See, it's not as easy as we think. Let me try something. Yeah, see, that's supposed to be able to swing that way, and it swings that way. And this is why plumbers get $150 an hour. But I don't have $150, and this is why I'm making this video, because nobody explains this. Everybody on the web says, oh, it's a piece of cake. So let's pop that out and turn it this way. And before I tighten it, I'm going to just see if I did it right. Yes! Yay! Okay. So let's tighten it. Okay. Okay. Put our screw back in.